Hello everyone, this is Cretaceous Zilla here, and today I'm going to talk about some news concerning Godzilla Minus One, and that's just how successful it is so far in the box office. The movie is right now in the top 3 spot for the most highest grossing movie for this month, December, and it's so far getting so much critical praise of this movie that it's one of the best movies of the year that a lot of people are thinking, and in my opinion, I think that is definitely the best movie of the year so far. Like, I really loved Godzilla Minus One. If you want to check out my review, I'll link my review in the description down below if you want to check my review out of the movie. But I just want to talk about some movies here and also Hollywood in general, just because Godzilla Minus One, is doing very well. And also, there's a lot of things to Godzilla Minus One. I think Hollywood should learn about, how to deal with their movies. And so I think that Godzilla Minus One is the perfect example for Hollywood on what they need to learn about to get their movies up to the top. So anyway, in this video, I'm just going to talk about why Minus One was so good and also what Hollywood needs to do about, their upcoming movies. But let's first start off with Minus One, getting a lot of critical praise. Now, there may have been factors that made Minus One so popular, that being, of course, it's a Godzilla movie, and also critics, claiming it to be one of the best movie, and also the story of it being one of the best Godzilla stories that most people are saying. So there's going to be a lot of things that people really like about Godzilla Minus One, and main reasons why people are going to go see this movie. Which, by the way, Togo's not really making Godzilla Minus One be in too many theaters, which is going to be a problem for many people in seeing this movie. But I think people are still going to show up to the cinemas. Now, another reason is probably because we're getting so much Marvel movies and, so many superhero movies. That's why most people want new ideas and new, stories. No one wants to see the same superhero movies over and over again. However, I don't think that's really true because there are many superhero movies that did make the top 3 spot, such as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is one of my favourite movies of the year, which that movie had a $250 million budget and still made a bit more. Yes, I know it was a Marvel movie, but the story was really good and it had a lot of critical praise around it, and it wasn't dunked onto Disney Plus as well. However, the most smash hits at the box office were obviously Barbie and Oppenheimer because of the trend Barbenheimer. So there's another two good movies that, did very well this year. But it could have been just because of the hype around it that made, these two movies so successful. And right now they're the top of the movies of 2023 in the box office. And also my favorite movie was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse this year, which was only on a $100 million budget, which was actually really well, as it made $690 million at the box office, which was literally almost 5 times its budget, which, that was incredible. But Minus One has been getting a lot of critical praise, and so far, the budget was actually less now. Well, it hasn't been confirmed what the budget for Godzilla Minus One was, but I heard that the budget was less than 15 million, and so far it's got $52 million at the box office, so it's doing very well actually. Even though it was not shown in too many theaters, it's shown in less theaters, but it really shows that Godzilla is definitely smashing it. I mean, who wants to go see that Wonka movie? I mean, studios really got to be more creative here, and that's why I think Godzilla Minus One, with its budget, was extremely less, even though in some scenes in the movie it actually looked kind of practical, but it was actually mostly CG, and I know most people are wondering, how are they able to, do such a thing on such a small budget? Well, you actually can do lots of things on a small budget if you, limit some of the stuff maybe, but I'm not really huge of a business guy here, so. But the main reason why Hollywood's failing with these movies is because they're doing so big budgets to these movies. I mean, the new Indiana Jones movie, what was it called? Dial of Destiny. It was on a budget of almost $400 million. Like, where did all that money go? Did it pay for Harrison Ford's house or something like that? But yeah, the movie absolutely bombed and failed at the box office, and I think Disney, is very guilty of doing lots of projects and then putting all these $1 million budgets to it, even though the CG looks fake. And I heard many rumors that Disney have a really fake CGI, and it really does tell from all their Marvel movies and stuff. It just looks fake as hell. So Disney has really got to fix their budget, and also had to fix some of their movies with their practical and CGI effects, because oh boy, they just look really terrible. And I think having a less budget to, lots of movies is going to really help, making more money at the box office. So studios had to really thank and learn something from Godzilla here from Minus One, because that movie had a much less budget. Now it could be just from, Japanese to American, like their budgets are very different. But anyway, this movie is doing so well. I never thought in a million years a Godzilla movie would get such critical praise. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. Godzilla Minus One is still doing very well, and it's such a good movie. You guys should check it out. So anyway, that's going to be it. Please like and subscribe, and as always, I will see you on the next adventure.